Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Not a lot of time left before the sun goes down and it's dark, so we're here to get a bait. Somebody else was here before me and left what they caught up here on the bridge. Finally, but is it a true bait? It is a true bait. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if one is actually good, but one is a start. All right. Got a red spotted here. All right, that's two baits. I think that'll work for the moment. I did bring the cast net this time. Headed to a friend's to try and get a catfish for dinner. Typical for this spot, a 2-aught kale, small piece of bait. Would be very surprised if we get a tank from here. So yeah, I'm expecting an eater size fish, probably a gaff top. We're going to use 2 ounces of lead, 20-pound test. Usual fare for this spot. Super calm this afternoon. My voice is carrying across this water. It's so calm. Anyway, the mosquitoes are about to break the calmness. They're about to come out strong. And the light is disappearing, so we got that in its place. We'll just get things going and keep an eye on it. I was about to walk off the dock to grab stuff out of the trailer. Yeah, and it went off. Did not take long. This has got a decent fight for this rod and this line. I think it's a gaff top though. Everything's so low around here, so that you got the tide backing up, salt water, so you're gonna get a lot of gaff top, even though it's coming into fall. It's not quite time for them to go because we haven't had a brutal cold front. Usually first or second brutal cold front that drops the water temp down thins them out really good. But this is actually an underrated catfish for the table to eat. A lot of people can't get past the thick membrane, the slime, right? And some people are just like scared of them because you don't want to get stuck. But if you do get stuck by these right here, trick of the trade, get some of that membrane off the belly, put that in the wound, and that'll diffuse it. And it's not gonna hurt and swell up as much as if you don't do that. If you don't do that, you're gonna just have to deal with the pain, and it's not fun. But yeah, that is a good size to eat. Sometimes I'm not really into putting these in that soft tote because they will tear it up, but it's already tore up, so why not? We'll just stick it in there. But I'm gonna, off camera, I'm gonna cut its gills. Still have that bait, so let's just put that right back out and get back down to business doing what I'm doing. I don't want to leave, even though I've accomplished what I've come here to do. I got some food, but if I leave with 2 or 3, I can share it with the dogs, at least, right? Beautiful sunset too. Like, why would I leave so soon? One of the things I'm worried about though is once it does go dark, that the bite is going to piddle out, because that's been happening the past few nights. About 20-30 minutes after the sun goes down, there's like almost no action. This might be he was knocking. I opened the door, but then I realized he was just knocking on the screen door.
It's just like before, something's messing with it, but that's it.
He's tapping on the screen door right now, so I could sneak over there and slip the main door open and then get a hand on the screen door.
Maybe if you, when it's pulled like that.
There we go. We're bringing 2 home. A little something for me and the dogs, maybe. When I give catfish or freshwater fish to the dogs, it's always cooked. It's just basically they're getting a little bit of the leftovers or something, right? I'm not cooking anything with onions tonight. This feels nicer than the first one, but I think it's probably going to be the same species, the gaff top. So it's been what, like 20 minutes since the sun was officially down. The mosquitoes are really bad. My friend Steve's just been hanging out, and we're both just kind of like nonchalant Morris dancing, slapping at mosquitoes a little bit because they're pretty thick. It's probably because I got that big light going. Oh, beaver tailing. Makes you think it's not a gaff top, but it. Let's get it up here to see what we got. We got us a blue cat is what we got. This is far better than the gaff top. Yeah, you're right. That's like twice the size, meat-wise anyway. That gaff top was probably a pound or so. And this, I'm gonna have to get my pliers out. This I would say is like 2 to 3, maybe 4 if I want to be so generous. Yeah, decent. Let me find my pliers, guys. And yeah, you're right. This is definitely enough for me and the dogs. Like, we could just let the gaff top go, but we can't let it go because it's not going to go. It'll sink to the bottom if I let it go. It'll float for a little bit, but yeah, we're going to hang out for just a little bit longer, put another bait out and see if we can get another fish. See if maybe we get another blue cat. That was a decent blue cat for this spot, I must say. Okay. He opened the screen door. I left the main door unlocked. Yeah. I don't know, maybe he slipped in through the mailbox. Not sure, but he's here. It's really because I just paused and let him have it. That's the good thing about Kales. You can strike on them with a Kale and not take it away, but you can also just let them hook themselves. And this is probably in the corner of the mouth on his own doing, right? Beaver tailing again, probably not a gaff top. Or wait a minute, let's see. Yeah, it's not. Totally. Wow. We're getting some good blue cats along here. They're not absolute tanks, but they're bigger than they have been. Look at that. You should tell your dad about this session. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's the sizes, right? That's bigger than they've been all summer. I've been here several times throughout summer, and these are the best sizes so far. 2 of them. Okie dokie. Wow, shoot. All right, let's see where the hook set is, if we can get him to calm down. Not quite the corner of the mouth, but check that out, just right there in that lip. It's kind of in the bone a little bit. Nice. But you know what? There is enough fish in my soft cooler to feed me and a bit of a treat for the dogs as well. It's enough for all three of us. So we don't need this one. Yeah, definitely happened a lot faster out here. A little better result on sizes too. Totally ready to just break it down, get to the house. The mosquitoes can stay. Hopefully they don't follow, right? Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's go to the house. Yeah, you're right. If you bleed these fish, the meat will come out super white. I actually prefer these to blue cats, to be honest. These are not bad, but they're seriously underrated. There's a lot of people that just don't want to deal with these. It seems like hardheads would be the one that people would have that opinion about, but they treat these as if they are hardheads. This meat is far better than what you're going to get off a hardhead catfish. So yeah, both of those, this and a hardhead, they're both saltwater cats, but these are commonly caught in freshwater or brackish, if you will. And there is a salinity count still right now, and these are still here. Worth eating if you can get past the goo. We're only going to cook this gaff top in this video, and the blue cat that I kept, that'll be another time. It's a video, but another time. Yeah, you're right. Let's get this cut. Maybe the hardest thing about filleting a catfish is getting around this right here. Once I get around it, it'll always becomes easier, right? And to get to the back. Get that knife tip hitting the spine. And then make sure it starts to slip over the spine, riding the ribs, and then you can feel where the ribs end. I'm going to turn the fish. And there we go. We brought the knife through the belly, right by the anal fin. And we're going to ride the spine down. Now that I've done that, I've pulled the fillet back and brought the knife along the rib cage. Don't have to go too far down the rib cage, and then all of a sudden you take the fillet off. Just like any fillet, I'm going to cut it off the skin. What we do is we put our fingers back here behind the blade, bring the blade flat, there we go. It's not that big of a deal that I left some meat on the skin because we didn't really want that red stuff. Now we can go further and cut that red stuff out if you wish, or you can leave a little bit of it. Isn't that big of a deal. Some people prefer to get rid of it all. All right, now that I got my two fillets, I want to rinse them. Yeah, you're right. So I'm just going to stick these in the fridge for a little bit while I do some other things. Let them soak up that blackening seasoning. Yeah, you're right. Let's get it done. So I'm going to blacken this, but not with the most heat. It's going to be more like a bronzing, what you would do when you're going to blacken something like a speckled trout. It's not like I'm absolutely hungry, so I'm just going to make a sandwich. Soft butter. The key is to be patient enough to let your pan heat up. Look at all that butter. I don't think I'm really going to need to add that much more butter. I think it's going to be fine. It doesn't take long to bronze or blacken small fillets of catfish like that. 1.5 to 2 minutes per side, sometimes even less. Wow. So underrated. Totally worth keeping and eating. Comes out really good blackened. Stays moist throughout the process. Doesn't dry out. I mean, you could absolutely overcook any fish. But some fish are a little easier, a little more forgiving when you're cooking them, right? They stay moist longer. Whereas other fish are super easy to overcook and it's just dry. Nobody likes dry turkey or dry fish, but this is really good. I tell you what, it's going to be even better in there sitting down. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I'll see y'all next time.